This message is for those who are on a high vibration only. He who has an ear, let him hear. Meaning, if you are not looking or interested in spiritual growth, enlightenment, change, or awareness, please keep it moving. High vibrations only. If you are racist, closed-minded, a troll, a hater, ashamed of your people, ignorant, or weak, this video may not be intended. I love you, and you, and you, and you, and you, and you. I love you, and you. And you, and you, and you, and you, and you too. Peace to all my kings and queens. I am Queen Royal Justice. Thank you for tuning in to hear the Queen speak, offering clarity and a different perception to the melanated people, uplifting the feminine voice of consciousness, and incorporating the law of attraction. I am Queen Royal Justice, and I am the change. Of course, you know the breaking news that Harriet Tubman is going to be put on the $20 bill. And that's what everybody's talking about, and that's what everybody knows. But I found some deeper facts and some additional information that I want to share with you about the whole situation. And I also want to let you know how some of my people are feeling out there and give you my opinion on what I feel about this. When I was first approached with this, with the word that Harriet Tubman was going to be placed on the $20 bill, well, the thing was I found out that somebody was going to be replaced on the $20 bill first. That's the first thing I heard. And I heard they was trying to make it a black woman. And so I knew that it was between Rosa Parks and Harriet Tubman, and I really wasn't sure. So then the following day, they're like, yes, it's official. Harriet Tubman is going to be on a $20 bill. Yay. So initially, I just became proud. I became proud because I thought of how far we've come, and they're letting us in a little bit, and we're recognized, we're getting there, we're taking steps, and it's all about those baby steps. It was all about segregation, which was just a step into making America, the United States of America, what she is now. So, each individual thing that we do, I feel like we need to praise ourselves and be proud of ourselves. And, in just those steps, just worrying about the step that's right in front of you, not comparing your situation that you're facing now to where you have to go, just thinking about those baby steps. So I was like, wow, I was so proud. I was happy about, the whole outcome, although I had suggested in my head at least that Obama be put on the $20 bill. But whatever, it really doesn't matter who gets put on a $20 bill. It matters that we see that in our lifetime. It matters that we're making change, and whoever it is, you know what I'm saying? It don't matter. Kudos to them. You know what I'm saying? And that's initially what I thought about it. Like, wow, we've really come far. We do have far to go. But as I began to do some research, I began to see other people's interpretations and how they felt about it. And when I posted into a group, some people were just reacting like as if they didn't care. Like the comments that they would leave would be, as I skimmed through the group, would be, you know what I'm saying? Some people were really, really, really happy about this, and they respect her as an individual. Some people were like, it don't matter. I don't like this fiat. I don't like American dollars. I don't like the American dollars anyway. Even down to Dr. Griffin, he was saying, like, we really need to do our research on what the symbols on the dollar mean.
You know what I'm saying? What the symbols on the dollar mean. All this stands for something. And we don't know the history behind it. So we're basically using the enemy. We could possibly be using the enemy's money, touching the enemy's currency, falling into the enemy's trap every day because we don't know our history and what this means. So, I got that. Now, Dr. Griffin, he was a very pessimistic individual, and just picking apart things and turning them into an objective opinion. And I like that. I like what his opinion. I respect his opinion and everything. And what he has to say is that this right here, putting Harriet Tubman on the front. Now, it's not going to be Harriet Tubman's bill. Okay, let's just get that straight. Jackson is being moved to the back. His image will still be on the back, even though he is a slave owner. And even though he did not benefit this country, the black people in this country, he still will remain on the bill, but he will be pushed to the back. Okay. Now, Professor Griffin, he's saying his point of view is that this can benefit two of the candidates. And one of the candidates that it could benefit is Trump, because this could be gasoline for all the Ku Klux Klan and all the racist individuals to go harder with Trump, because Trump can have the perspective, or he can magnify, hey, look what these niggers or with these black people, look what they're doing in our country. They're getting no money. They have no right to do that. White power, you know what I'm saying? So that could be like more ammo for Trump. So if Trump did help push this, or he had something behind this to push this, that would be great ammo. That would be ammo that he could use in order to, get more power. Another thing that this could benefit Hillary. Now, my thing was, as I was doing my research, I was like, Hillary has to be behind this. Hillary has to be behind this. Or somebody in the Trump campaign that's anti-women. You know what I'm saying? But Hillary, this is all too great. President Obama's about to go out. And he's still handling business, even to the end of his term. And Hillary could be in his ear like, hey, I need you to pass this whole thing where we change the way the money looks before you get out of office. Don't you want to go out with a bang? Don't you want to go out making history in all types of ways? We need to get behind this. And when you get behind this, she already had in the scheme of her plan that when he gets behind this, I'm going to publicize the Harriet Tubman thing. I'm going to make this a big issue. Everybody's going to talk about this. And they're going to know that I had something to do with it. Or they're going to get that woman power thing going on, because not only is a woman being placed on the bill, several women are being placed on this bill. Now, these bills. So let's go to the $10 bill. The $10 bill will have women on it such as Sojourner Truth. Okay? So it'll have different black women on the bills, but such as Sojourner Truth. On the $5 bill, check this out. You got Martin Luther King. He's going to be on the $5 bill, and Roosevelt. He's going to be on the $5 bill. But yeah, so there. This whole feminist thing has become a great benefit for Clinton, because if it's woman power and we need a woman in office and all of that type of stuff, that could allow her to gain more popularity over, her opponent, Bernie Sanders. So, but yes, Dr. Griffin was basically, his standpoint is, why are they giving us this? It's something behind it, and so some people are really proud of the progress of the Black community, that we're actually going to get. People are really, really magnifying Harriet Tubman. And I wonder why we're not talking about Dr. Martin Luther King and magnifying that he's going to be on the $5 bill. Because I believe that it's something behind it. I believe that everything is done on purpose, with intention. So like I said, Harriet Tubman will be on the front, Jackson will still be on the back. And so Jackson has been on the $20 bill since 1928, about a century. Yes.
Ultimately, I think that it's great that we are making a change to go in a positive direction that will fulfill some of the Black Americans' dreams. A lot of things can be looked at from different perspectives, but these are facts. Africa is a very rich and powerful continent. The countries in Africa, some rich, some poor. But I, as an Black American, I am grateful that I have the privilege of being here in the United States. Yes, it did come as a price. We were stripped of our dignity. But I believe, as a deliberate creator, that life is about expansion. And the only way that we could have expanded is, well, one of the ways that we expanded was by going through the hell that we've experienced as African people. Follow us on Google+, Twitter, Facebook, Periscope, and Instagram at I Am Queen Royal Justice. Eckhart Tolle, the author of A New Earth, Awakening to Your Life's Purpose, writes, and I quote, "It has been said, stillness is the language that God speaks, and everything else is a bad translation. Stillness is really another word for space." End quote. This means everything that we need to know about ourselves and all the answers that we need can be found through meditation. But if you should happen to need help with this, you can always write to Ask the Queen at iamqueenroyaljustice@gmail.com. In the subject bar, put Ask the Queen. Again, the email address is iamqueenroyaljustice@gmail.com. Well, since you've traveled with the Queen this far, don't forget to show us some love by clicking a thumbs up at the bottom of this video and going to Google+, Twitter, Facebook, Periscope, and Instagram to follow us at I Am Queen Royal Justice. I love you, and you, and you, and you, and you, and you. I love you, and you, and you, and you, and you, and you, and you too.